Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last part, we explored some of Hyrule 7 years in the future, and I bumbled around and didn't really get much done. I've returned to the graveyard because in between videos, I worked out what it is that you need to do. I spent some time here, and I decided to save everyone the agony of watching me bumble around yet more after 40 minutes of the last video, that I would just start the video with me doing what I needed to do. Young man, are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me, if you dare. It's Dampé, and now we've got to race Dampé and he's going to throw fire at me. Ow. And I bonked the wall. Great. Please stop this. This is not a fair race. Did not say that there would be fire involved, sir. But fortunately, this means we are finally on the right track and that we can, proceed with what it is that we need to be doing in this game. But in today's video, I would like to check out the other parts of Hyrule that I didn't get to see in the last part. There are still some bean spots that I'd like to check out, and I'd like to go back to Zora's Domain, and I'd like to go back to Goron City, because those are the two major areas that we haven't visited. I'd also like to have a look around, Hyrule Castle Town some more, even if it is full of redeads. Oh my goodness. And I'd like to see what that's all about. So before we proceed with the story, I think that's what we're going to do. There seem to be a few alternate paths here. And if I don't run into the fire, maybe I can check these out after I'm done racing. This is a very vast area under the graveyard, by the way. I'm not sure what the context is behind it, but maybe it's got something to do with the Sheikah, since this is the home of the Sheikah, Kakariko Village. The time of this race was 1 minute 12 seconds. Young man, you were very quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the Hookshot. Its spring-loaded chain will pull you to any spot where its hook sticks. Doesn't that sound cool? I'm sure it will help you. I live here now, so come back again anytime. I'll give you something cool. One more thing. Be careful on your way back. It's a little ominous. But at long last, we can finally collect the Hookshots. You found the Hookshot. It's a spring-loaded chain that you can cast out to hook things. You can use it to drag distant items towards you, or you can use it to pull yourself towards something. While holding C, you can aim with the stick, shoot it by releasing C. And this counts as a ranged weapon of some description, since we can't use our slingshot and our boomerang for some unknown reason. And if I know Zelda games, Navi, what have you got to say?
I wonder what's going on in the forest right now. I'm worried about Saria too.
Yeah, we'll head that way. In a moment. Well, in more than a moment. But if I know Zelda games, it feels like there should be something for me to use the hookshot on immediately here. Can we go back out the way we came? Through this door? No, it doesn't look like it. So we'd have to go back through this area again. I don't know if there's anything actually worthwhile here. Oh, what's this? Is this a box? I can't seem to grab it or pull it. Maybe I can hookshot it. I mean, I did just get the hookshot. I'm not sure what this would accomplish. No? Nothing? Really? What do you want me to do? Navi, do you have anything to say?
Hey, isn't that the same design that's on the Door of Time?
I'm glad you noticed that, because I certainly didn't. Okay. Well, then... Oh, snap. Wait a second. How do I play the Song of Time? Also, we got the Song of Storms and the Minnesota Forest. I think the Minnesota Forest teleports me to the forest temples. That's going to be really useful. But I don't know actually what the Song of Storms is going to do for me. Right. This is a really cool feature in the menu, because we all know that my memory is awful. There we go, it only took me 3 attempts. Short-term memory is not my strong suit. You played the Song of Time. And those mysterious boxes just disappear and now we can leave, I guess? Okay, what's this up here? Oh, are you kidding me? Sure. Fine, okay. I knew I'd mess up that jump. I knew I would mess up that jump. It's okay. I think maybe we can grab this with the hookshot. Well, I did it that time in exactly 1 minute. I saved 12 seconds. And I'm back. I haven't really used the hookshot yet. Basically, I just... Oh, thanks for the heart piece. I came back this way because I needed to try and get that heart piece in the windmill again. And I got another heart piece out of it. So you know what? It was worth it in the end, and it was all part of my master plan. So it looks like you can't actually grab the heart piece with the hookshot, which is a shame. Not that that's going to stop me from trying again. I just need to not mess this jump up. It's a very simple concept. Okay, go. There we go. Please, Link. Please. Please don't do this to me. There we go. Okay. We got another piece of heart. 2 in a row. In quick succession. Cool. That's that. We're done. I finally have solved the mystery of the hookshot, and as a result, we can now proceed with exploring the rest of Hyrule. I'm sure there are plenty of areas we can now access now that we have the hookshot. I can think of one, and I'm going to head there right now. We're going to head up to Goron City, but we're going to take the Death Mountain route and see what's going on, since Death Mountain looks a little bit ominous. I want to find out what's going on up here, instead of just going straight to Goron City through the Lost Woods shortcut, which I could have done when I was there. Oh my goodness, seriously? Okay, that's a bit better. Oh, there are rocks here now. There were not rocks here before. Oh, there are more rocks here. Okay, good. This is fine. But we actually, we one-shot the red Tektites now. We didn't do that before with the Kokiri sword. So the Master Sword is showing its power. Wonder if Dodongo's Cavern is any different here in the future. The sign is still the ow. Same. Excuse me. Coming through. These look like actual rocks that are rolling down the hill now and not Gorons, which is a shame. I hope nothing happened to the Gorons. I mean, they're a pretty easygoing lot, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just got completely wiped out at the first sign of trouble, but I hope not, because I like the Gorons. The Goron out there isn't out there anymore. Well, let's see. Let's see what the city's like. Wait a second. That looks like the Sheikah symbol. Land of the Gorons, Goron City. Was that there before, or now am I just noticing things that I didn't notice before? Okay, well, Goron City doesn't look too drastically different. Seems a little emptier. Ow! Hello, you're a tiny rolling Goron. What is the context behind this, I wonder? Do I have to blow you up as well, and do I get a reward out of it? I don't know why I'm chasing you around. This seems like an exercise in futility. Maybe I should just wait for you to come around again. I'll do exactly that, in fact. No, they just changed direction. Okay, well, let's go see Darunia. Never mind, we can't see Darunia. I guess Darunia is not home. It definitely looks like there's some kind of Sheikah influence in this town now. Can I blow these bombs up? I guess I'll just use my own regular bomb. I'm blasting the door down. I'm going in. Never mind, it looks like I can't go in there either. There was one thing in particular that I wanted to do in Goron City. Now that we have the hookshot, I believe we can do it. Ow. Yeah, I feel like maybe we can use the hookshot for this. No? We don't have the range for it. That's unfortunate. Well, that was the one idea I had about Goron City, but I wanted to check it out anyway, just to see if anything had changed, and clearly things have changed. But there was also that one guy who said he was working on something and to come back later. I think he was down here. Are you still here? You are. Hey. I just completed a small weapon. How about it? How about buying this knife for 200 rupees? I don't have 200 rupees right now, and I don't really need a knife. I have a master sword. Alright. Come back again. Not sure what that's all about, but it took you 7 years to make a small knife. I'm not sure how that could be useful, but I'm sure it probably will be, simply just because it's Zelda and it feels like everything is useful. Hey. You keep running away from me. I don't know what your deal is, but it seems that there's really not a whole lot going on here in Goron City. I'm glad I came and checked it out anyway. And I want to go back to Zora's Domain next. So we're just going to use the Lost Woods Warp. Right then, here we are, back at Zora's River. This seems to have stayed mostly the same. It doesn't look too drastically different, though it does kind of look like it's snowing here. Oh, that would be why it's snowing then. Everything's frozen over. This is still Zora's Domain, but are there Zoras to be found? I hope they're not frozen in the ice. That would be horrible. Number one priority here in Zora's Domain is enjoy the amazing music. Number two priority is where's Ruto? Uh-oh. What's happened here? Oh, I tell you what. I guarantee you that Ruto is the guardian of the shrine, because we already learned that Saria is the guardian of the forest temple. I'm guessing that Ruto is going to be another one, and probably Darunia as well. Given that they were major characters in the earlier parts of the game, I feel like they wouldn't just introduce new characters to do that, and they've already started that off with Saria. So I guess Ruto is probably in the water temple, which is in Lake Hylia. And it looks like we can't actually get to Lake Hylia from Zora's Domain at the moment because we needed to dive to do that. But we do have the power of Din's Fire. So I'm going to give this a go and see if it works. No, apparently that ice is completely unmeltable. Well, looks like Zora's Domain has nothing for us. Well, I'm going to make double sure because there was a shop around here. I think I just walked past it. No, the shop door is frozen over as well. Okay, looks like there really is nothing here in Zora's Domain for us. Again, I'm glad I checked. And plus, I did want to head down Zora's River as well because I believe we planted a bean there. So I want to check that out and see what has changed here in this part of the map. It really is a cool concept to see the effects of Ganondorf taking over the world in the 7-year absence, and it really is a cool concept as well that he couldn't have done what he did if we didn't do what we did, but at the same time, the only way to save the day and save the world is to do what we did. So it feels like everything was kind of fated to happen the way it did. And things couldn't really have happened differently, because if we weren't around to save the world, then Ganondorf wouldn't have been able to put the world in peril in the first place. And if Ganondorf didn't put the world in peril, then we wouldn't be able to save it. So it's pretty cool how everything is kind of fated to play out the way it does. I like that. Octoroks, glad you're still annoying. I wonder where the bean salesman is now. I'm pretty sure we funded several generations of his family and their ability to prosper, so hopefully he got away and he's living a good life now. So it looks like we could probably jump off and get on top of that ledge back that way. And this is just a shortcut through the area, I suppose. Takes us on a slightly different path back. Okay. So the first one that we did was the one in the graveyard, and it was just an elevator, and I thought that was how this was all going to work out. But it turns out the other ones are a bit more complex than that. Alright, now let's blow this up. Oh, there's a hole over there that I want to check out as well. Got some magic power. Good. And down we go. Hey, a fairy fountain. Okay. So our investment in beans has so far given us a heart piece, some money, and now access to a fairy fountain. Nothing game-changing yet. But there's still one more for us to check out, and that's in Lake Hylia. And this is just your regular old hole. Hey, I'll take 20 rupees, though. That's better than 0 rupees. And now off to Lake Hylia. I guess we probably could have gotten the heart piece that I wasn't supposed to get that was over there. Now. This is probably the intended way of getting that, but guess I'm just a god gamer. Ow, that was shallow water. It strikes me as interesting that we've pretty much seen every corner of Hyrule Field now, given that Hyrule Castle Town is up in the north, Zora's Domain is to the east, or the northeast, Kokiri Forest is to the east, and Lake Hylia is to the south. There's one more exit that's up there to the west that we haven't been to yet, and we didn't go to when we were a child. Wait, can I just climb over this now that I'm an adult? No, that would be far too easy. I think I know where it's going to be. I actually played Breath of the Wild yesterday, because I was just interested in seeing some of the parallels between that game and this now that I've experienced this game a little bit more. And the map is quite similar. There are some differences. But yeah, I believe that's going to be the Gerudo Desert area, because that's where that is in Breath of the Wild. But I also noticed that there are a lot of areas in Breath of the Wild that are named after characters and elements of Ocarina of Time. Like there's an area in Zora's Domain that's named after Ruto, I think Ruto Mountain. And I think there's an area in Goron City that's named after Darunia. Wow, what happened to the lake? Man, this is awful, but I suppose this gives us access to the water temple. Tektites just roaming around. They don't even need to be in the water anymore. I guess they evolved over the 7 years to not have to live in the water since there is no water. But it's okay, the scarecrows are still... Well, actually, one of the scarecrows is still here. Hey, aren't you the fairy buddy I met a long time ago? Well, you grew, dude. Well, here's your song. What? No, I'd never forget. You're the one who forgot, aren't you? If you have an ocarina, play that song, baby. I forgot. I'll come back. I'll do that at another time, because I forgot that song. I didn't realize that was going to be important. If you remember, I pretty much just mashed the buttons and did that by accident, so I guess I can't get up there at the moment. I'll come back when I've remembered it. I'll have to look back on the older video. Navi, what are you going to say? Are you just going to tell me about, yeah, the forest in Saria? Okay. So that's the water temple down there. I'm guessing we'll be going there at some point. Then there's the research lab up here. I'm not sure there was much else that we could do here. It's just the bean. And then we'll check out the research lab. And then I'll have a look over there, but I'm not sure if there's much that I can do over there. Where is this going to take me? Oh, this takes me over here. Is this a fishing shop? Also, there's a random rock here. Okay. Do I get a fishing rod? Please tell me I get a fishing rod. That's something that was definitely lacking from Breath of the Wild. You could fish, but you didn't get a fishing rod. Hi. Well, do you want to go fishing for 20 rupees? Sure, why not? Wow, you have a rumble feature. Today, you can feel the vibration, young man. I hope that works. Okay, listen up. Walk up to the water's edge and press L to look at a fish. While looking at a fish, you can cast your line with B. Press A to break the line. When the lure drops into the water, you can wiggle it with the stick. If you're a novice, you can also use B. Reel in your lure with A, hold down A and R to reel it in faster. This is a lot of controls. If you feel a hit, press A and move the stick down to set the hook, and after that, reel it in with A. Do you understand? Absolutely not. I'm so generous, I'll let you fish for as long as you want. However, you can keep only one fish. The biggest fish ever caught here weighed 7 pounds. That's kind of small. After you cast, you can change your view with L. Let's fish. Okay. I have no clue how to do this. Sometimes this game is overly elaborate. But hey, this is the experience I wanted in Breath of the Wild when I wanted to fish. Oh, there we go. Come on. I think I've got this one. It's fighting. It's a tough one. Come on. Nice. Well, well. It's about £7. Do you want to keep it? Well, you know what? I'm happy with tying the record. There's probably something I can get out of doing this, but I'm not going to commit the time to it right now. What do you want? Weigh my fish. Well, it weighs £7. Not bad, but there are bigger fish in there. This is definitely something I would dedicate time to off of video if I wanted to catch the biggest possible fish. Alright, I'll give it one more go. I'll try and catch one more fish. Alright, I don't have time for this. Sometimes this game is a little over-elaborate. I don't mind. I think the attention to detail makes it as good as it is. But we have other, more important things to be doing. We need to save the world, not fish. Let's quit. And now leave. I'm sure there's something I can get out of that, but we'll have to do it at another time. I just can't dedicate time to fishing right now. We got a world to save. Yeah, I like the attention to detail in this game. It is quite elaborate at times, but sometimes it feels like a little bit too much, and the fishing certainly feels like that. That said, though, I wish that there was proper fishing in Breath of the Wild. I feel like it's the one thing maybe that game was lacking entirely. It was kind of cool, like shooting lightning arrows into the water and zapping the fish and diving in to catch them. But sometimes I just wanted to pull out a fishing rod and just relax. I used to go fishing a lot when I was a kid. Right, so this is a grave. I now realize this because of my experience in the graveyard. So it looks like there's a hole here. Oh. It looks like a shop. It's been a while since I saw any business scrubs. Hello. Deku nuts. Don't need them. See ya. Ow. And you? Oh, you sell me arrows. I pressed the wrong button, but fortunately I can't even buy arrows yet, because I don't have a bow. Hopefully that changes soon. I think I mentioned a couple times, I love using bows in games, so I'm looking forward to getting the one in this game. I feel like there's been a bow in every single Zelda game. And you sell me bombs. That's kind of expensive, and I'm alright on bombs at the moment. It's not a matter of pressing urgency. But good to know that there is a shop there to check out. What else have we got? An enemy. A bird. Do you want to fight me or not? Can I hookshot you? Well, I guess you don't want to fight me. That's fine. Then there's this. Don't think there's anything we can do with this yet, and I would guess that this, which tells you to shoot for the moon or something, requires the bow. We don't have any ranged options right now, and I believe we tried the slingshot previously, and that didn't work, and I doubt the boomerang would have worked. So we probably can't do that yet either. Excuse me. Gotcha. L-targeting be damned, I'll kill you anyway. Right then, so that's Lake Hylia. Not a massive amount of stuff to be seen here, but hey, there's a fishing minigame, which is kind of cool. Again, that's probably something I'll come back to and dedicate some time to either off video, or maybe I'll do a bonus video where I go around and just do all the minigames and stuff to completion. I'm not opposed to doing everything there is to do in this game, but I do want to make sure that we're not wasting too terribly much time messing around with minigames and stuff, because I do want to get through the game and I do want to progress the story, because it's really interesting to me. Alright then. I don't know if this counts as a speedrunning strat, but when you turn the game off right now, it warps you to the Temple of Time when you turn the game back on. And I felt like that was probably quicker than walking all the way through Hyrule Field. So let's see what there is to see in Hyrule Castle Town and in Hyrule Castle itself. Uh-oh. Oh, this is real bad. Ganon's castle. He's not Ganondorf anymore. He is just full-blown King of Evil Ganon. I'm guessing this is not Breath of the Wild and I can't just waltz in there right now and just get things done. Wow. It's like, there's ash on the ground. I quite like that. Attention to detail. Again, attention to detail in this game. Blow up these rocks. Can't blow up these rocks. Okay. We'll just walk past them instead then. Are you going to tell me about Saria? Yes, I thought you were going to have something important to say. I don't know. She's been more useful recently. You have some input on this? Well, clearly we can't do anything here yet, but I wanted to check it out, and it's cool that we got that little cutscene, and that Link showed some... Hello. I see you there. Hopefully the hookshot does damage to you. Wow, it insta-kills you. That's good. We got a gold sculpture though. It was worth coming here. Cool. But yeah, it's pretty cool that we get to come here and check this out. It doesn't just stop you from coming here and saying, hey, you're not supposed to be here right now. And that there was some kind of value to come and to visit and seeing Ganon's castle as it is now. Let's see what the rest of Hyrule Castle Town has for us, and hopefully just avoid the re-deads wherever possible. Looks like we can't go in this back alley anymore. That's been blocked off. Excuse me, don't want anything to do with you. What about this one? No, rubble blocking that off as well. Is there really nothing to do in the castle town? Looks like it. Oh, that's a shame. I thought there might be some kind of exploration we could do here, but there just seems to be no reason to be here right now. So, one more thing I want to do here, something that we can actually do here. I want to sell this Poe. How much are you going to buy it for is the question. I didn't want to skip through all that dialogue. Hey, young man, what's happening today? If you have a Poe, I will buy it. Your card now has 0 points. Come back again. I guess I have to show you my Poe. Oh, you brought a Poe today. This is a normal Poe. Here are your 10 rupees. Take them. 10 rupees? That's a rip. Well, I'm gonna break your pots. Someone did mention that there is a side quest for collecting other Poes, but apparently I need more items before I can do that. There we go. Come on. This one doesn't want to be broken. Okay, you get to survive. You get to tell the tale of your kind. Okay, one last thing to do before we head to the Forest Temple. Since I believe we can do that now that we have the hookshot. We hatched the Pocket Cuckoo, we used it to wake up Talon, and then we went to visit Lon Lon Ranch and didn't really do a whole lot there. But we didn't actually ever show the Pocket Cuckoo back to the lady. She asked us to bring it back once it hatched, so we're gonna do that. I don't know if there's anything to gain from this, but maybe there is. We'll find out. Let's see. Hello, Cuckoo lady. No? Nothing? Okay. We probably have to change it to daytime. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? You know, I never actually went all the way up to the top of Death Mountain. Maybe I should do that. Hello, Cuckoo lady. Please make my Cuckoo happy, okay? You tell me, is it happy? I got a jingle, so maybe it's happy.
Oh, your Cuckoo looks pretty happy. He must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good Cuckoo keeper. I'll give you a rare, valuable Cuckoo, if you're interested. Its name is Kojiro.
Kohiro. Oh, this is the MCS meme from like 10 years ago.
And it used to be my brother's Cuckoo. Its blue body is quite charming, it's so cute. Since my brother is gone, it's strange, but Kohiro has stopped crowing. Do you want to keep Kohiro?
Yeah, sure, why not? This is like a really old meme. I think it's Nintendo Capri Sun that started the Kohiro meme. I don't know why, but we now have a blue Cuckoo. That's fine, that's pretty cool. What do you do? Looks like this item doesn't work here. Okay. Okay, I said that was the last thing we were going to do before we went to the Forest Temple, but I do actually want to go all the way up to Death Mountain, to the very peak, and see if anything's different there. Let me know how you guys feel about this element of the game, of me just running around and checking things without really being told to go there, because this is often how I play games, and that's why it takes me a lot longer to get through games than most people, because I do go out of my way to check every little detail to see what's changed, to see if there's any obscure dialogue that I can find. And usually when I'm making these Let's Plays, I don't do that so much, because I understand it can be frustrating to watch, especially if you know the game and you know that I'm not going to get anything for doing what I'm doing. So let me know how you feel about it. Stuck the landing. Nailed it. Now, roll Link like your life depends on it. So I guess there was nothing really up here, but I'm glad I checked. Like I said, I would have felt bad if I didn't. It's just the way I like to play games. Hello, cow. I tell you what, we probably can't get Lon Lon milk anymore from Lon Lon Ranch, because the guy seems pretty unpleasant. But I was told if I play Saria's song to a cow that I get milk from it, which is pretty great. What a nice song. It reminds me of the pasture. That song makes me feel so good, I can produce a lot of milk. Have some of my refreshing and nutritious milk. You got Lon Lon milk! Okay, so I walked all the way back to Kakariko Village thinking, oh, it's time to go back to the Forest Temple. And then I remembered we have a song that does that. So let's give this a whirl. Warp to the Lost Woods? Okay. I really hope it takes us to the entrance of the Forest Temple and not to the entrance of the Lost Woods. Oh, thank goodness it does. I did not want to have to go through all that nonsense again. Well then. Now we've got the hookshot, I imagine we can probably hookshot up here, since that's the direction that the game gave me. Navi, you've got anything to say? Any input? No? Nothing? Gonna let me work this one out for myself? Yeah. Alright then. Well, the Forest Temple is just ahead of us, and I think we're going to take that on in the next parts. As always, your feedback and advice is greatly appreciated in the comments section. Today's question of the day, since Link has grown up 7 years in a very short space of time, what is something that when you were younger, you looked forward to being able to do when you were older? For me, it was probably just being able to play video games whenever I wanted. But actually now that I'm older, I actually find it harder to, so that's kind of ironic. I'm interested to see what your responses will be, and until the next part, thanks for watching, and take care. Before I forget, the Stone of Agony is rumbling right here, just outside Lake Hylia. I was told to blow something up. So there's a Deku scrub here. What have you got? You're a business scrub. In return for sparing me, I will sell you a piece of heart. What? For 10 rupees? Hell yeah. Thank you very much. You got any more of those? Probably not. And he even gave me a rupee or two back as well. Well, that was worthwhile. And since we're here, there is something else I wanted to check out in Lake Hylia. One more thing to do before we wrap up. I went back and remembered what the song was. Hey, it's the Ocarina. Play that song with it, baby. Okay. You played the Scarecrow's song. I wrote it myself. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the tune. You rock. I'm blown away. Oh no. I didn't forget the song. I never forget anything. But I just feel like rewarding you, baby. I have a good idea. My buddy Pierre is wandering around, so play that tune when you want to call him. I'll tell him to help you if he's nearby and hears that song, baby. Okay, I was wondering where the other Scarecrow was, and now we know.